Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Saw, UG student from Department of Microbiology, THK Jain College. I am here to present my presentation on the topic entitled Genomic Biodiversity of Coronaviruses Reveals Natural Origin of SARS-CoV-2. Since 2019, the entire world has been ravaged by a single virus, which is spreading like a wildfire, infecting more than 18 million people worldwide as of now. Modern world for the first time is facing pandemic of this serious kind at this large scale, and hence there are speculations that whether the causative agent of this disease, the virus SARS-CoV-2, popularly known as Wuhan virus, may be genetically engineered. This virus has already created havoc in almost all countries, be it developed or developing country. So let's see whether SARS-CoV-2 is natural or it's man-made. The novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 belongs to coronavirus family of viruses which have RNA as their genetic material that causes respiratory tract infections in mammals and birds. Coronaviruses can be classified as alpha coronaviruses, beta A, beta B, beta C, beta D coronaviruses, gamma coronaviruses, and delta coronaviruses. SARS-CoV-2 belongs to beta family of coronaviruses. However, only 7 coronaviruses are known to infect humans, such as HQ1, OC43, 229E, and NL63 cause mild symptoms, whereas SARS-CoV, MERS-CoV, and SARS-CoV-2 have caused epidemics in the 21st century. The novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 is much more contagious than SARS-CoV or MERS-CoV. However, it's far less deadly than the other two. Receptor recognition is an important determinant of coronavirus infection and pathogenesis. With regard to RBD, SARS-CoV-2's has much greater human ACE2 binding affinity than SARS-CoV RBD. However, the entire RBD can be either at standing up state, which enables receptor binding, such as in the case of SARS-CoV, or a lying down state, which helps for immune evasion, such as in the case of SARS-CoV-2. However, the affinity for human ACE2 is much more, which acts as a compensation for hidden RBD. Viruses commonly hide their RBD or other critical parts of spike proteins from host adaptive immune response. To maintain high infectivity, SARS-CoV-2 activates host protease 2, which we'll look at later on. Now, the red color in both the RBD are involved in ACE2 binding. It shows the hidden RBD helping in immune evasion. Computational analysis shows that both the RBD of SARS-CoV and SARS-CoV-2 are different. Now, presence of S1 S2 junction in SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV-2 has a S1 S2 cleavage site between S1 and S2 junction. Polyvasic cleavage site is there. With proline in it, it is termed as PRAD. And due to proline, there are three O-linked glycans too. Proline also imparts cleavage of S1, S2 site and affects the accessibility of cleavage loop with the active site of proline. With, uh, with Without polyvasic cleavage site, infection is of much low pathogenicity. Proline cleaves SARS-CoV-2 but not SARS-CoV, which is important in the activation of SARS-CoV-2. Now, a fluorogenic peptide mimetics of S1 S2 spike cleavage site of both SARS-CoV and SARS-CoV-2 were incubated with several proteases. Using a fluorometer, velocity was mentioned. As we can see that matripase and PC1 and trypsin 2 cleaved can cleave effectively and recognize and SARS-CoV-2 with S1 S2 cleavage site, but not of SARS-CoV. This data confirm that SARS-CoV-2's entry is dependent on lysosomal cathepsins. SARS-CoV-2 has substantially expanded its activation profile with various activation from various proteases. This graph clearly shows that. Now, not only lysosomal cathepsins, but SARS-CoV-2 is also dependent on other cell surface expressed TTSPS such as TMPRSS22. Spike protein is primed by TMPRS22 only. S1S2 insert allows furin cleavage, but it also reflects a more exposure of cleavage site to TMPRS2 and cathepsin. Overall, The novel S1S2 insert is likely enhanced by spike protein and cleavage by multiple proteases. SARS-CoV-2 cleavage site may have arose by mutation or recombination. The data shows that only. Now we have compared SARS-CoV-2 with several other viruses. Comparative analysis shows that the polymerase cleavage site and the adjacent O-linked glycans were not seen previously in lineage B of beta coronaviruses. Although lineage A beta coronaviruses such as HKE1 has those sites. SARS-CoV shows 79% homology with SARS-CoV-2, whereas RAT-G13, a bat coronavirus isolated from Rhinophilus affinis, shows 96% similarity, although its RBD differs, suggesting its inability to bind to human ACE2 receptor. With coordinates based on SARS-CoV, they are Y442, L472, N479, D480, T487, and Y4911, which corresponds to L455, F486, Q493, S494, and N501 and Y505 in SARS-CoV-2. 5 out of 6 those residues differ. Another coronavirus from RMYNO2 from R. malayannus exhibit 93.3% sequence identity in most genomic regions, such as 97.2% identical in the longest encoding gene 1AB, but in the S gene it shared only 7.8% nucleotide, but 96% amino acid identity is there. In RBT region, RMYNO2 proves uh, that possess 62.45% similarity, whereas pangolin beta covey has amino acid identity of 97.4%. Two loop deletions are there in the RBD, that's why which reduces the binding of RMYNO2 with the human receptor ACE2. RMYNO2 contains an insertion at S1S2 cleavage site in the spike proteins. Now we have further compare SARS-CoV-2 with other viruses. RBD, there are the surface view of RBD model of different coronavirus. Amino acid homology was shown in red and the differences are shown in blue with SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV-2 model is strikingly similar with RAT G13 and other beta coronaviruses. As we can see, RMNYO2 is not seen there, but if we can see here, then RBD of RMNYO2 are G13 and 2 pangolin beta coronaviruses using homology modeling. They here two amino acid deletions are there in RMNYO2 RBD, which made two loops near the receptor binding site that are shorter than those of SARS-CoV-2 RBD, figure A and F, and so deletions in RMNYO2 reduces the binding with ACE2 or even may cause non-binding. If you will look at figure B, C and D here clearly, then RA at G30, pangolin MP789 2019 and pangolin P5L2 2070 does not have deletions and similar conformations indicates that they may also use ACE2SN receptor. Pangolin MP789 2019 shows highest homology, which suggests that pangolins may be the intermediate host. Therefore, surface SARS-CoV-2 shares homology with bat and pangolin coronaviruses. So, let's see whether pangolins are intermediate host or not. Five key amino acids in RBD are consistent between pangolin covey and SARS-CoV-2. Aside from RATG13, pangolin covey is the most closely related covey to SARS-CoV-2. S1 protein of pangolin covey is much closely related to SARS-CoV-2 than to RATG13. Five key amino acid residues are completely consistent between pangolin covey and SARS-CoV-2, but four amino acid mutations are present in RATG13. Both pangolin covey and RATG13 knows the putative fusion recognition sequence. As you can see here, motif at S1 S2 cleavage site that can be observed in SARS-CoV-2. So conclusively, the studies suggest that pangolin species are the natural reservoir of the SARS-CoV-2 like viruses. Malayan pangolin covey and SARS-CoV-2 shares a phylogenetic relationship, suggesting pangolins as the intermediate host. As we can see, there are many common areas in SARS-CoV-2, pangolin covey, and RATG13. Pangolin covey genome consists of 6 open ORFs, common to CoVs of RATG13 and SARS-CoV-2. Some pangolin COVID shows higher amino acid sequences identity to SARS-CoV-2 genes than to RATG13 genes in some cases, such as ORF1, S protease, and ORF7 and ORF10. Surprisingly, the high spike protein amino acid identity implies further functional similarity between pangolin COVID and SARS-CoV-2. Considering the widespread of SARS-CoV-2 is the SARS-CoV natural reservoirs such as males, pangolins, and SARS-CoV-2 may have transmitted from bats to pangolins and then ultimately human to human transmission. So it was all about the possible transmission of SARS-CoV-2. So RATG13 virus or with RMNYO2, SARS-CoV-2 shows homology, similarity of RBD with other coronaviruses with some additions or deletions suggest that the virus was originated via mutations and recombinations during adaptations. Bats and pangolins may have played important role in undetected zoonotic transmission of SARS-CoV-2. If it can be safely concluded that SARS-CoV-2 is a result of natural evolution and not genetically engineered. I would like to express my gratitude to the organizing community for giving me this opportunity and special thanks to Sri Biswajit Saha and my friends and my family for the constant support and motivation. So I have took several references for that, and here are those references slides. Thank you very much. Till then, wash your hands, stay safe, and we shall overcome definitely. Thank you again.